Oh, not yet. Not yet. Soon. Soon. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're back. And Willie Doo's had too much time on his hands because he put together like a boatload of stories like he used to do in the old days before he turned into an old man.
Yeah.
Which is good.
Yeah.
Because we can still do it. We can still cover ground. We can still tackle all this news occupying internet real estate. Tim Cook and Sundar Pichai are personally lobbying senators against antitrust legislation. Well, I mean, you'd assume they would do such things. An upcoming bill could force Apple to open up the App Store. Well, we've heard about this. Obviously, there was the Epic stuff. They've been talking about it for a while now, and it's pretty easy to imagine why this type of legislation could be negative for the likes of Google, Alphabet, and Apple. The United States' biggest tech companies are seriously worried about new antitrust legislation, so much so that Apple CEO Tim Cook and Alphabet CEO Sundar Pichai have been personally calling and meeting with senators, urging them to oppose the mooted legislation. Mooted. Moot. Beep, beep. According to a report from Punchbowl News that cites multiple Senate aides. You can call up the Senate aides. If you got the inside line on Senate aides, then you know exactly what the senators are talking about. The legislation in question is the American Innovation and Choice Online Act, a bipartisan bill spearheaded by Amy Klobuchar and Chuck Grassley. Legislation is currently in its early stages and is set to be considered by the Senate Judiciary Committee today. Bill would need to pass votes from both the House and Senate to become law. It's still easy to see why it's ruffling feathers in Silicon Valley. You know what happens if you don't ruffle Silicon Valley feathers.
No, they ruffle you.
That's because they got a lot of feathers.
Yeah.
And
Tim Cook got a lot of
Tim's
feathers.
cooking. Tim's been cooking.
Tim's feathers.
What's Tim been cooking? What type of feathers been Tim been cooking?
Oh, is he a vegan? I wonder.
I don't know. Where did you hear that?
I don't know. That just came up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, he's from Texas, so I doubt it. They got a whole barbecue scene over there. But then again, who knows once you get all the Silicon Valley feathers?
Yeah.
Who knows what happens? It's going to also be expanded to cover Chinese tech giants TikTok and WeChat as well. I mean, we were just talking about this a possible inspection of Microsoft and the acquisition of Activision Blizzard and how the government was going to take a look at that. Same kind of, I mean, this is obviously
monopoly
different, but it's the same group and the same type of considerations that will come into play. Although the exact impact of the legislation is difficult to predict, one aspect that worries Apple in particular is a possible threat to its App Store business model in a letter sent by a company to the Senate Judiciary. Yeah, well, that was the Epic thing. Epic was like, hey, man, let them put whatever they want. And they're like, hey, we built the shopping mall. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's not getting any easier. These giants get bigger. The giants get more gigantic. And you really wonder, you got a handful of senators sitting around and going up against these giants. Like, how do you even begin some legislation? You gotta educate yourself. Meanwhile, you're getting lobbied by the likes, like by the companies themselves that have in many cases far more expertise. It's a tough one.
Yeah, it's a lot of pressure.
It's a tough spot.
It definitely is.
Samsung teases its next phone, the second coming of the Galaxy Note. Well, this would be the whatever they're going to call it. I don't know, S22 Note, or maybe they don't do S22 Note. Maybe they do Note 22. They're not going to do that. Maybe it's just the Galaxy Note from year to year.
Yeah, just call it the Note.
Like how Apple does it.
Note
Apple doesn't
2022.
do it like that. No, they don't do it like that. No one does it like that. Well, I mean,
Cars.
it is. They are 2022.
Yeah.
It's so weird the way they compete with these numbers.
Name it like cars.
Yeah, I know. We talked about this before.
Yeah.
You just say, oh, look, it's the Model S. And then what year is it? Well, we'll figure it out, you know?
Yeah.
Honda Civic, 2022.
Yeah. I mean, it makes more sense.
What's the car you were supposed to get? Whatever happened to that?
The Forerunner?
Yeah, you didn't get it yet?
TRD Pro?
Easy? Holy cow. At Unpacked in February 2022, we'll introduce you to the most noteworthy S-Series device we've ever created. Okay, so they're going to call it S-Series. It's going to be S22 Note. This came from Samsung president Dr. T.M. Rowe, head of the company's MX business. The next generation of Galaxy S is here, bringing together the greatest experience of our Samsung Galaxy into the ultimate. Well, I mean, we saw the little model devices, and it was obvious that the biggest one would sort of take the place of the Ultra, and there was too much crossover with those devices anyway.
I don't remember. Did it have pen support?
Yeah.
As well? Oh,
wait, which?
The S22 Ultra.
S22 Ultra.
The model.
Oh, the model unit?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why no one was calling it Ultra. Everyone's getting rid of the word Ultra and just assuming it would be called the Note because it did. You couldn't actually remove a pen from it, but it had the area where a pen would be held.
Yeah,
exactly. So, I mean, I think people will be happy that the Note lives on because there was a rumor for a period of time that it was going to go away. So I think people will be happy that the Note continues, but I guess there probably will be one less device to choose from because you would have had S22, S22 Plus, S22 Ultra, and a Note series each year. It might have been overkill, though. It might have been too much selection. I don't know.
Yeah. Do you remember, like, the first Note had a 5-inch screen?
And it was enormous, and people said, you're crazy. No one's going to use that. I'll go even further.
It was a phablet.
I'll go even further than that, Will. I'll go to the Dell. Dell put the first phablet out. Nobody even remembers that. Dell put the first phablet out, and everyone said, that's crazy.
And they discontinued it.
It was Streak. Is that it? Dell Streak.
Oh, yeah. It sounds really familiar.
It's huge. No, it was like, what is this thing? I remember people thought it was crazy. I thought it was kind of cool, but never imagined it would catch on the way that it did. The big phone.
Yeah.
And at the time with that device, it was comically big. When people were holding it, it was like a joke. It's like, are you for real? You're holding a tablet to your face. And hence
that's a venue.
Hence the phablet terminology coming into play. And now they're just all phones. It's got to be real big before you start thinking of other terms for it.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Today's sponsor, Manscaped, and I already knew it before you brought up the page because we got a bunch of new products here that smell very manly. And I said it the minute you took it out of the package. Mm-hmm. I could smell the man on you.
Musky.
If you go ahead and add the lawnmower to the cart, you may want to check out the other things as well, including, like I said, the 2-in-1, the body wash, and the deodorant. So many new products all the time. Crop gel is new.
Yeah, I'm using the hydrating body spray at the moment.
What you mean? Right
here.
Oh, wow. You got it right over there.
Yeah.
Do a little spritz on the microphone there. Well, not on the microphone, but like near it. Well, you don't have to do it right on the microphone, man. Anyway, they heard it.
Smells delicious.
It's not supposed to be, you're not eating it.
Smells good. That's what I'm trying to say, okay? Get 20% off and free shipping by going to manscaped.com/Lou. That's 20% off and free shipping by going to manscaped.com/Lou. Help tame that love jungle you have in your pants with Manscaped.
Also sponsored by HelloFresh. Take the stress out of mealtime. You heard me say it before. I'll say it again. I want you to eat something nice. It's the simple things in life. When you eat a meal and you feel as good when you're making it and eating it as you do after you're done eating it.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like you want to feel, you don't want to have that heavy feeling after when you ate something that you didn't, that wasn't the most nutritious. You know, you might feel, you sit on the couch, you feel terrible if you eat some fast food or something. These type of meals afterwards, you feel good about it.
Yes.
Like I ate there was a balance to it.
Fresh ingredients.
Could be a balsamic tomato and herb chicken. It could be a sweet chili pork bowl. I feel like that has like cashews or peanuts in it. You can't have that one. Well, yeah, candy peanuts. You gotta skip that one.
Yeah.
So depending on what your caliber is or what you're in for or the ease that you're looking for, it's just something for everybody over there. You fill it up, ingredients show up, and you cook it up, and you feel great about it. It's HelloFresh.
The new year is a great time to focus on what's important to you. Whether it's saving money by ordering less takeout, learning to cook, or prioritizing your wellness, HelloFresh is here to help with endless options to make cooking at home simple and enjoyable. HelloFresh offers the flexibility you need to easily customize your order online or in the app. Easily change your delivery day, food preferences, and plan size, or skip a week whenever you need to. Always get the one-pot pork sausage and red bean chili. And why is that? It's 20 minutes to make and it's only one pot. Easy enough. Go to hellofresh.com/LouLater16 and use the code LouLater16 for up to 16 free meals and 3 free gifts. That's hellofresh.com/LouLater16 and use the code LouLater16 for 16 free meals and 3 free gifts. Thank you to HelloFresh.
What do we have here? Sony shares fall 13% after Microsoft Activision Blizzard deal. U.S. tech group's bid wiped $20 billion from the Japanese company's valuation in a day. I saw some comments from Sony saying Call of Duty's still going to be here, so chill. But, I mean...
Well, they didn't say it like that. They were like, right? Microsoft?
Yeah.
Because, I'm guessing they have previous contractual obligations.
Anything can happen given enough time.
That's true, yeah.
I mean, they can negotiate their way back into it more or out of it more or whatever. But it definitely was, enormous news for Microsoft. And, of course, it had some kind of an impact on Sony. Here's the thing. Like, so much of gaming revenue now is in the after you buy the game model. You know what I mean? Like Fortnite, skins or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's like so much revenue to be generated from users after it happens. So you look at, take a game like Fortnite, for example, which made a boatload of money for Epic. They'll put it anywhere they can because we need users, like the actual software cost. Now, where things get weird is, in this case, Microsoft, when it comes to gaming, they've got this piece of hardware sitting around and they might not mind selling it, a bunch of them. So, and exclusives do exist, but they exist mostly when it comes to these consoles. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. My gut is that Call of Duty's too big, but I saw all the comments. People said, no, it's going to go exclusive. Listen, I don't know. I'm not inside here.
No, I think you're right. I think it's not going to go exclusive, but there will be a point where, if you own an Xbox, you'll probably have some sort of exclusive content.
Yeah. We can both agree
like
with that.
Skin or
there
something.
Could be advantages for sure. Microsoft's $75 billion bid for Activision Blizzard. Oh, that's higher than when we talked about it first.
Yeah, it went up.
75 now. Overnight news of the deal also triggered a wave of buying across Japan's gaming sector, with shares in Square Enix and Capcom rising more than 3.5%. Everyone's like, oh, they want software companies. Shares in Nintendo and Konami rose as much as 2.5 and 3.25% respectively in Tokyo on Wednesday, as investors bet that some Japanese companies would consider domestic mergers as a defensive measure against a takeover.
Yeah. Imagine Sony buying Nintendo.
Wow. So Sony was at a 21-year high, the valuation.
Yes.
And that dipped. Long-term Sony stockholders said the shares were being punished over knee-jerk fears that the Japanese company had been put under pressure to come up with a big acquisition of its own, either by counterbidding for Activision or seeking out a different target. I don't even know who is at the scale of Activision Blizzard. Like, who do you even approach that would be even a dent of that from a...
I would say EA.
Jesus. Relax.
EA is pretty big.
EA is very big, and they're independent. They're on their own still. There's no parent.
I believe so.
Okay, all right. No. I don't know,
but don't quote me on that.
Well, they're gonna quote you.
Okay,
you said it on the microphone, so yeah. Look, man, chips are gonna fall where they may. Sony's got a lot of fans. PlayStation has a lot of fans. In fact, I heard I don't remember where I read this, but that PlayStation was the biggest platform for Call of Duty as far as any platform goes. So. Take that for what it's worth. But don't quote me either.
Okay.
We're just
I will
shouting here, whatever we want. Instagram launches early test of creator subscriptions in the U.S. Creator subscriptions? What do? I click subscribe? Just like YouTube? Is this YouTube now on Instagram?
Yeah. It's pretty much like members.
Instagram is giving creators more ways to make money with today's launch of Instagram subscriptions, a feature which was spotted hitting the App Store back in November, is now officially in early testing. A small group of U.S. creators will be able to offer their followers paid access to exclusive. So this is the OnlyFans thing. Everybody wants to get a piece of that revenue. And, well, I mean, not necessarily with the same content, but just the idea of monetizing your audience in different ways through paid access and special badges. Yeah. And
there's only one way.
Easy. No, I'm sure. I've never been on OnlyFans, but I'm sure there's all kinds of ways.
Yeah, I was just kidding.
Come up with like all kinds of different tools and badges and stickers and things. At launch, only 10 total U.S. creators have gained access. Ooh,
here are the... Do you know any of these people? Yeah, neither do I.
That was quick. No, I don't. But you know, they're probably going to roll it out with a variety of creators across a spectrum, see how it goes, and then learn. You know, there are 8 price points to choose from, starting at 99 cents per month to as much as $100 a month.
Well, it's up to the creator themselves.
But what?
So they're most likely going to price it for like $1, $2, $5.
Well, what would you have to be posting to charge $100 a month?
You know.
All right, go ahead. Yeah. Yeah, everybody's competing for content creators and trying to figure out. I mean, you had that viral video that Hank Green put out. I don't know if it's viral, but I saw a lot of people on Twitter talking about it, about how TikTok is not paying enough, and it's a problem. And so, yeah, if obviously creators notice where their revenue's coming from, and they invest in those platforms, and so alternative tools for revenue enhances the platform because it impresses the creators.
Yeah.
Samsung Galaxy Tab S8 Ultra makes an appearance on official Samsung support page. The Galaxy Tab S8 Ultra has been spotted on the company's official website. So they're still going to have the Ultra name. It'll just be for the tablet. Or who knows, maybe they'll be crazy and call the S22 the Ultra Note. Ultra Note. You don't want to mess with the Ultra. The render,
I don't mind that.
The render image shows the tablet will have a notch to house the selfie snapper, and the Tab S8 specs could include Snapdragon 8 Gen 1, 11,200 milliamp hour battery, and of course S Pen support. So your pen will work here just like it has a very slim bezel. So your pen could work here just like it does on that next S22 Note idea that everyone's talking about. I mean, the design of these things is not really much to take from it because they just continue to get more slender. They continue to get a better screen-to-body ratio or a more aggressive screen-to-body ratio. And then otherwise, it's a rectangle, sir.
Yeah. What do you think about the notch, though?
Yeah, to see it in landscape orientation?
Yeah.
It almost looks like when you want to pull out on Samsung devices, you know, you pull out the little
drawer?
Whatever they call it. What do they call that? Quick access or something?
Sure.
I don't know what it's called, but yeah, it would probably be annoying in portrait mode, but then it would be less annoying in landscape mode. So I think that there's a landscape priority that they're doing here.
Yeah, I'm guessing you would have like a keyboard as well and a case and function like a laptop.
Well, because of the Ultra name, that's their version of Pro, right? Kind of. So you're right. Maybe this is it's going to be more targeted at sitting down at a desk or having one of those flippy cases and having a keyboard setup. Amazon's first clothing store lets you summon clothes to the fitting room. Oh, you don't have to ask anybody, including fitting rooms equipped with touchscreens. Oh, someone's going to bring it still, but you just...
Sure.
When's the last time you were in a fitting room, Will? That's what I thought. Yeah. How about you, Mo? What? Boxing Day. You were in a fitting room? Wow. You were trying on clothing. Incredible. How did it go? You get them? Okay, good. Well, this Amazon one is even slicker and smoother than whatever it was that Mo was doing. Because here, look, what do you get? A whole look? What's going on here?
Yeah, so this is the whole outfit that's made by Fashionista.
Wow.
They curate it, and then you could just pick out the outfit, you scan like a code, and then the whole outfit in your size will be ready in your room, your change room. So you want to pick out any
Here she goes.
clothes.
She gets to number 24. Here we go. She goes to number 24. She unlocks it. This is my fitting room. Oh, it's a very nice fitting room, too. Hi, Serena. Welcome to your room. And it's all there for her to try on and just have a time.
It's not bad.
And
you have a little touch screen.
So she's tried on a few things, but then she needs a couple more. So she taps that into the touch screen.
Yeah.
There's a mirror in there. And she's like, you know what? I'm going to buy this one. Amazon style shops. You know what, Mo? That would have made your life easier, man. I think you would have tried on a few more things because it's annoying the way it is, right? Yeah. What is it?
Yeah.
A weird pile. And don't you often have to go past a person who's kind of monitoring the section?
At the place that I went to, they give you a little ticket of how many items you brought.
Old school style.
Right.
So Mo's describing his experience. They give you a ticket with how many items you brought in so you don't steal them. Amazon doesn't care about stealing. They're like, we got your face. We got your biometrics. They're like, go ahead and try, Mo. But yeah, it's crazy.
Have at it.
It's interesting. You got all these areas and segments where it really hasn't changed or developed at all. And technology hasn't penetrated for whatever reason. Mm-hmm. And then you see this and you're like, yeah, of course, Amazon. Mm-hmm. So where are they going to open this store, this style, or is this just a one-off?
I think they said it here, but I'm not completely sure.
Although it appears they rely heavily on automation, Amazon says its new style store will still have traditional employees who will be focused on customer service, delivering items to fitting rooms, helping customers to check out, and managing back of house and processing payments. They obviously have Amazon Fresh stores and then the convenience style stores, Amazon Go stores.
And they all merge into one day?
Sure.
You know?
Or they're just beside each other. Oh, here we go. It's due to open at the Americana at Brand Shopping Mall in Los Angeles later this year, where it will be Amazon's first ever physical apparel store. There you go. QR codes. Future. Netflix sheds nearly... Oh, yeah, Netflix. It's all because of that clip you put out, Will, about them raising their prices.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all your fault. Netflix sheds nearly $50 billion in market cap after borderline catastrophic forecast. Executives expect less than half the net new subscribers that analysts projected for the first quarter of 2022. Shares fall. I'm not watching anything on Netflix these days. You know, the only thing that gets played on Netflix these days in my life is Paw Patrol. Paw Patrol, whenever you're in trouble.
We're going to get a copyright.
Because my rendition
was uncanny.
So,
yeah.
You got, let me explain Paw Patrol. You got Rubble, you got Chase, you got Marshall, you got Zumba, you got Sky, and you got, I always forget the green one, Rocky. All right, so don't come at me with any not knowing Paw Patrol. I know Paw Patrol.
Okay, well, I'll test you tomorrow.
You can watch it on Netflix, but otherwise, I don't know what's going on Netflix. Because I was, you know, I'm into the boba. You know, I've been watching Bobby Fett.
Sure. Yeah. Apparently, that's what it is. A lot of people are subscribing to other services. And the forecast for Netflix is they were expecting higher. Yeah. But it didn't deliver.
Listen, Netflix was the only show in town for a while when it came to streaming. Like outside of short form.
Yeah. Which is expected. Yeah. You know, it's going to diversify.
Taper off. Competition comes in.
And I think there's a worry that there's not enough IPs there.
All right. Yeah. Like you're talking about Marvel and stuff like that?
Squid Game. Or like their own IPs.
Oh, original stuff.
Original, yeah.
Right. But they can also buy from others.
They could, yeah.
But it's not native. Like that's where Disney has such an advantage. Yeah. And then Dune, I was watching Dune the other day, and that was an HBO one. It's just like so many players are coming with major firepower. Oh my God.
Did you finish Dune?
What you talking about finish?
I don't know if you finished it.
What? You talk about it like I would start a movie and not finish it? Do people do that?
Oh, yes, you would do that, yeah.
Do people do that? No, I mean, it will be really hard for me to sit down and actually watch something.
Yeah.
To actually get to that moment because of the chaos I live in. But if it does happen, I'm going to finish that movie.
Okay.
But there's more movies to come, so it's like
Right.
I'm lacking resolution. But I was doomed up, man.
Okay, good.
I was on the planets out there. I was with the different houses. I was in the spice trade. Did you do it?
I did, yeah.
You did it as well?
Sure, yeah.
Did you have a time?
Yeah, it was great.
You had a time.
I feel like it would be way better in the theater
Yeah, you want more sound and stuff?
with like yeah,
You want more sound and bigger screen.
sure.
Popcorn?
Who was the director? Blade Runner.
Villeneuve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Oh, okay.
Very like
You're upgrading.
Hans Zimmer.
You're upgrading your thing now.
Yeah.
But you didn't answer my popcorn question. You skirted
want?
around that one. Do you eat popcorn?
Did I eat?
Do
popcorn?
you?
Of course, yeah.
What do you put on it?
Just salt. Not a lot of butter. I feel like butter's really
let me ask you something.
confusing.
Let me ask you something. What is your method for making popcorn?
Microwave.
That sometimes already has butter in it. The microwave popcorn.
Yeah, I mean applying butter is
Oh, okay, because it's more of like a powdery butter flavor if
Sure.
you go in the microwave. I know, you probably can get a pop in the microwave that's just salt, or you can even probably get one that's plain but you got to get one of these units that actually is like heating up the kernels.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the popcorn kernel,
Okay.
and then they start popping like pop, 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 pop. And they're just spinning around on this hot plate.
That would be a amazing experience.
It's quite an atmosphere. It sets the
and
mood.
doing it at home.
It sets the mood at home. Pop, 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 pop. You know, gets my guys going. They're like, oh
ready,
man,
it's
it's
movie night."
moving.
Yeah.
Dune. Here it comes, Dune.
Yeah.
Get ready for the spice trade. All right, what do you got next? Netflix. Yeah, Netflix will figure it out. I'm not too worried.
Okay.
I mean, I'm worried in this. I mean, I don't hold any shares,
Right, yeah.
but they're going to be around. That's all I'm saying. Streaming Music Report sheds light on the battle between Spotify, Amazon, Apple, and Google, global streaming music subscription market here. How it's distributed, I suppose.
Yeah, it's a nice little chart here.
Spotify got 31%. Shout out Spotify. Playing amongst the giants. They're like the Netflix of this space, sort of, although, yeah, and they did get a bit of a head start, but they're hanging in there, 31% of total subscribers. Apple Music, 15%. Amazon Music, 13%. Tencent Music, 13%. YouTube Music, 8%. NetEase, that's the one you're subscribed to.
Look at this one.
Deezer, Yandex, and then other. Yeah, I mean, outside of guys like you that using NetEase, most people are on the Spotify, although I'm on YouTube Music and Spotify. I don't have Apple Music or Amazon.
You don't use Deezer?
I do not use Deezer. I was looking at a chart the other day of how much artists get paid per stream on different platforms. It's actually quite a discrepancy. It's not equivalent.
No.
Spotify was the largest music streaming service in the world as of the second quarter of 2021 with a market share of 31%, with Apple Music in second place at 15%. Yeah, we just heard that. Although exact subscriber numbers and market shares may have changed in the months since Q2 2021, the report sheds light on how the world's biggest music streaming services are stacking up against one another. Spotify releases official subscriber numbers at the end of each quarter. Competitors like Apple and Amazon are less forthcoming with the exact figures. I don't know how long you can hang on for. I mean, they started buying talent, right? Spotify, as we know in the podcast space, in order to maintain that lead, create the habit, make sure people keep booting up Spotify. They got the integration into Tesla, which made me boot up Spotify a couple more times. But yeah, it's a brand that is just synonymous with streaming music. So they've got a nice little advantage there. YouTube Premium and Music are going to get an annual subscription plans. Did they change? Discounted pricing? Look at this.
Yeah, it's discounted pricing.
For me, this feels like a deal, YouTube Music, because you get all the same stuff, all the same songs, plus you have the universal search. So even if a song is not in audio form, if it was ever uploaded in video, like a remix or something, it will then surface those results. I use YouTube Music.
Yeah. What do you think about the algorithm, though? Like the next song or like making a playlist?
Honestly, the best thing to do if you're trying to set a mood or something and you're trying to have a sequence where it would guess best what the next music should be, start your playlist inside of a video. because the YouTube algorithm, YouTube video algorithm is better than the YouTube music algorithm.
Yeah.
Because so many people discover and listen to music right on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, this is tweaking and a thing that you can control yourself. But the benefit, the bonus here is you get no ads on YouTube.
Sure.
But it's important to note, I'll just remind you because I haven't talked about it in a while. We get paid. People like us on YouTube, we get paid via your premium subscription. So you won't see ads. We get to cut the ads right out of it. You get to watch this, and then we get a portion of your subscription fee. And so does YouTube. But we get a bigger portion, actually, of the subscription fee than we do of the ad fee, the ad rate. So that's important to know, too. So premium is helpful all the way around. Instead of YouTube Premium costing $11.99 a month, you pay a discounted price of $107 for the year of ad-free, offline, and background playback. Users pay up front and save $3 a month or $36 a year. Annual YouTube Music Premium is $89.99 for a savings of $250 a month. The promotional price ends Sunday, January 23rd. So anyway, you can check it out there what the savings are. It's like 23 or 35, depending how long you want to sign up for. That's cool. You're giving people a nice little deal, Will. Way to go.
It's a good deal.
Nelk Boys raked in tens of millions after their NFT sold out in less than 10 minutes. I don't know everything about this story, but I was on Twitter when it was all going down. They have this membership card. They call it Meta Card. It's this, obviously it's an NFT. It's on Ethereum. But the idea being that holders of this card will have perks relating to Nelk.
It's like a fan pass.
Yeah, like if they do events or sell tickets to anything or have exclusive merch, like those who have the Meta Card may have some advantage, will have some advantage. They say it's just the beginning. It was like maybe $25 million initially. Plus, they have a 10% royalty whenever this stuff gets resold. It looks like the floor price has stuck around 1 ETH. The mint price was 0.75 ETH. But what happened was Sam Pepper got involved, and people were saying it was a pump and dump scheme because he quickly sold what he had access to, which was before the public launch. This all happened on Twitter. And if you don't care about NFTs or pump and dump or rug pull, people were just... They were skeptical as it was all going down about whether it was legit. But then you had Kyle from Nelk. He went on Twitter and kind of addressed some of the stuff and was like, "Hey, we're sorry. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have let him in the friends and family list. We had like 500 available to that group. But you and I were talking. It's a membership card. Why even make any of it available? I mean, there's so much money to be made here."
Well, you said it was like 30 million in an instant.
I think it would be, it depends on the price of ETH at the time that they were all sold, but it was 0.75 ETH and 10,000 units.
Yeah.
So yeah, whatever, between 20 and 30 million, something like that. So, but it was weird. They had these initial units that were given to, or access was granted to friends and family, and then some behaviors took place, and it's all public. Everyone can see what's going on, and so it kind of upset some within the NFT community. But it seems fairly squashed. Kyle went on Twitter and said it was a mistake letting those people have that access, and it's a long-term thing that he's working on. They've done some big things in the past, so time will tell. I mean, they got to obviously deliver to these people. 1 ETH is not nothing. These people are in there for a few grand a piece, and at some point they're going to hope to get some perks or go to some parties or whatever you would hope to do with a Meta Card.
Sure.
In the real world and in the metaverse. You may want to go to the Nelk Lounge in the metaverse, to be clear.
Yeah.
You get to do both. China gaming crackdown. Tencent prompts young gamers to adhere to 14-hour playtime limit. A day or a week? I was going to say, that's a lot. A week.
It's a day.
What? 14 hours a day? Stop.
I think so.
Gamers aged under 18 are limited to playing between 8 p.m. and 9 p.m. only on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. That's only 1 hour. Right? Between 8 p.m. and 9 p.m. only.
I
Friday,
think that's
Saturday,
for the
Sunday.
weekends. but like Monday to Friday.
Yeah, but that's crazy. That's when you would be playing anyway.
Yeah.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you get 1 hour each day.
Mm-hmm.
This is a crazy story. During a 4-week, it's for this winter break.
Yeah.
Okay, scroll down. Let's get to the bottom of this. Tencent Holdings, which runs the world's biggest video gaming business by revenue and China's largest social media platform, is reminding its game subscribers aged under 18 to strictly follow their 14-hour playtime limit during the 4-week winter break. The company has drawn up a calendar from January 17th to February 15th and marked the 14 days, including the weekends, and the Lunar New Year holiday when young video gaming subscribers are only allowed to play 1 hour each day.
Oh, okay.
1 hour each day.
Yeah, that would be really tough.
Based on the Chinese government's latest mandate, according to a post by Tencent Games on its WeChat account on Monday, Tencent Games is a business unit under the Shenzhen-based Internet Giants Interactive. Yeah, whoa, man.
Yeah.
They're trying to tackle video game addiction, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I don't know how the locals are going to feel about this, but as much as I would not want to spend my time over Lunar New Year playing games, like I want to be around my friends and if possible. And
But being forced to spend 1 hour.
I want to have nice meals. But the minute you tell me you're going to play 1 hour, I feel like I want to play more.
Yeah.
1 hour is, you know.
You're rebellious.
All of a sudden I'm rebelling. All of a sudden my hand's in the cookie jar and I didn't even want a cookie. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the way this stuff makes me feel. But I don't know. Is it different? Will people over there be like, oh, it's exactly what I needed. I needed someone to tell me, shut me down after an hour. I don't know how to manage something like that. But obviously, it can be a problem. People can get addicted to anything, and games continue to get better, and gambling and crypto. Don't get me started on crypto, Will. I know you didn't even want to bring it up.
Sure.
You took a deep breath when I said the word.
Well, I just think in this...
crypto.
I need to meditate.
Where's my crypto? Crypto's been getting crushed too.
I know. Yeah, it's tough.
Unless you got a meta card.
Yeah, that would save all my problems.
And you're all set. Yeah, I don't want to hear this. I don't know. What's your point? You want to hear this?
I just think like in this, I mean, obviously China and North America have different cultural norms.
Right.
How would you think that if it was imposed here, what would happen?
Oh my God! It just disaster. It would be a disaster. Like
kids riot, on the streets,
boycott, or I just couldn't picture it happening in the first place. But I don't know. I mean, anything can happen, obviously. But and who knows? It won't. These gamers find a way around it. They'll boot up some other non-Tencent. Like they can only really affect it on so many. They'll just play some other game. So,
yeah, it's a bit freaky.
Humans will always find a way, man. They will always find a way.
Mm-hmm.
Mars rebrands its female M&M's chocolate characters, ditching high heels for sneakers to make them more representative of customers. Okay, yeah. I saw this. Do people in high heels not buy M&Ms? Is that what's going on? Like, what is that representative customers? So they know that there's not a lot of high heels buying their M&Ms? The M&M's chocolate characters have a new look. Most notably, one female character is wearing sneakers rather than high heels in its ads. The company said it wants to make its characters more representative of its customers. Oh, so they're keeping one with high heels, but the other one got sneakers.
Yeah.
See, I never even...
You wouldn't notice these details, right? Neither would I.
I didn't even know there were that many M&Ms.
Yeah.
Characters.
Did you know that...
kind of weird. I was eating M&Ms yesterday, though. Before this
really?
news
Were
broke.
You?
Yeah, I was. Peanut M&Ms, which was like left over in my cupboard. It was like one of those holiday M&Ms packs. It had like a Christmas theme.
Oh, okay.
So I don't even think it had all the colors. I think it was just red and green. But green was in there.
Do you know which ones have beef?
With each other?
Yeah.
No.
So the brown one and the green one supposedly have beef.
Like they don't like each other.
In the past and in the commercials. But now everyone's good. They squash the beef. That's what the story is told.
I had no idea there's so much going on with M&Ms. I'm noticing the orange one looks terrified.
Yeah, they all represent the character. Yeah, he's very scared. The red one is supposed to be angry or mean.
Who's the cool? Is blue the cool one?
Yeah.
Okay. because his eyelids are low. So he's got to be cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so scroll down. Let's see what the incentive was here. Mars Wrigley, makers of the popular candy, has made a subtle change to the look of the characters that appear in its ads, most notably replacing high heels for sneakers on one of its female characters and putting the other in a lower pair of what height is allowed? It's a lower pair of heels on a brown M&M. In a statement reported by CNN, Anton Vincent, president of Mars Wrigley North America, said its new look is designed to make the female characters more representative of the consumer. It's a subtle cue, he said, but it's a cue people really pick up on. So I guess if then it sounds like what they're saying is that their customers are more likely to be wearing sneakers. Mm-hmm. That's what that sounds like to me.
Yeah. But also I feel like this might be a bit of a political move to make everyone more friendly. I don't know if you remember, like in the commercials, they had beef.
No, I know you just said that. I never paid attention to it. So,
and the red one was always mean to the other ones.
So they're not going to do that anymore either, or is that still allowed?
No.
Oh, they're
everything.
Not doing that.
Everyone is cool now. Everyone squashed the beef.
Just a bunch of cool M&Ms. Well, if there's no story, I have to assume that it'll be less entertaining if there's nothing going on between the two of them. But yeah, I mean, I can see the angle that it's like, oh, it's some sort of woke thing, but. Honestly, I don't really care that much about this one. I'm like, if they actually have data to suggest that their female customers are more likely to be wearing sneakers than high heels, I'm putting sneakers too. If that's actually the case,
yeah, a lot of people,
or maybe not. I don't know, or maybe not because it's like, do I really relate to Do I buy an M&M because of the footwear?
So you're exactly what Twitter's saying. Like, they're just saying that it's just candy. Like, don't make a big deal out of it.
Yeah, maybe, okay, let's just go one other angle. Maybe the whole point of it is to get an article on Insider and to, like, do you ever think it'll get to a point where it becomes so obvious the way people are going to react that you can just pull that string?
Sure.
And they're like, hey, let's do something really crazy and change the footwear on the green M&M and watch the internet go nuts. Like, you have one side that's saying, yes, finally, even though barely anything happened. And then the other side, which is saying, oh my God, ruined by wokeness. And then all of a sudden you have a nice little argument and everybody's just thinking about M&Ms. Like, that's futuristic 4D chess. Just pull on those strings and keep selling your candy. I never thought about M&Ms so much.
Yeah, it's very big brain. I want to eat some M&Ms.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's my point, man. Yeah. Twitter brings NFTs to the timeline as hexagon-shaped profile pictures. I read this because Elon tweeted about it. He said it's going to be annoying. It was only a matter of time. He references the fact that there's so many crypto bots, scam bots, in the comments, which, by the way, is the same on YouTube. YouTube is a bot disaster lately.
Even Michael Saylor got in the mix. He's a Bitcoin, like, maximalist.
Twitter can solve the problem of scammers and spam bots if they allow real humans to post 50,000 sats via Lightning and get verified with an orange check. Then we can limit comments, DMs to verified accounts. Bad actors forfeit their security deposit, and Twitter monetizes them out. So he wants people to pay $20 in Bitcoin. I discussed this topic in detail in the Spaces session below. Bitcoin can be used to create cybersecurity deposits attached to real accounts. So he's saying like a credit kind of. You want to post and prove that you're real, then give us $20 if accounts are free. Anyway, that's not really the point of this article, but everyone's got a take on it. The NFT thing has obviously exploded. Whether you like it or not, whether you're annoyed or not, plenty of people have already made their profile pictures their NFTs. They've just put it in a traditional sense of taking the JPEG and applying it to the profile section.
Yeah.
What's happening here is Twitter's giving you a way of showing that it's your actual NFT. Because when this hexagon shows up, everyone's going to know, yo, you got Mutant Ape 17609. So you're a baller.
Sure.
You're balling out of control. You get to show off your prized possessions. But in order to do this, you're going to have to connect your crypto wallet.
Yeah. So they have a couple of the big ones here. being
Argent,
like MetaMask.
Coinbase, Ledger Live, MetaMask, Rainbow, and Trust Wallet will all work. However, one side effect of limiting its interaction with the blockchain to a list of approved sources means that information on who owns what is not as decentralized as you may think, as researcher Jane Manchin Wong noted earlier Thursday. A database outage that knocked the OpenSea API offline for a few hours caused Twitter's NFT collection pages to lose their information too. So people spotting weaknesses all here.
Right. So there's a couple arguments here. For one, for I guess that mutant NFT, like the really popular one, the BAC, someone can actually take that picture and mint it on their own and then post it up on MetaMask and actually just, have their NFT, and people would think that would be the real one, right? You know what I'm saying?
But okay, say it again. Start from the top.
So let's just say you would want that specific BAC.
Okay,
right?
yeah, sure.
What you would do is you can just grab that picture and then you can mint it on your own.
Oh, sure.
As a collection.
Sure.
And then you put it on your MetaMask and then put it up on Twitter.
And you got a hexagon.
So that's what a lot of people are saying. Like, if you want to be in like this membership on Twitter, like you should just discount all of the fakes, right? But what Twitter's saying is actually like, no, we want people to create their own collections. So there's like a lot of argument there where the scammers could actually post their own like minted
Good Lord.
BAC, and Twitter wouldn't have a problem with that.
Oh yeah, you can't.
You know what I mean?
That's an absolute disaster. How does it work on OpenSea?
Well, OpenSea is a mess right now.
Yeah, it's a mess too. It's the same.
Yeah.
They have the exact same problem, right? Where people are posting very similar or mirrored images. And
Sure, yeah.
it's hard to navigate. Well, I mean, this exposes one of those big growing pain here as far as NFTs are concerned, in that it's very hard still, even for a company like Twitter to, like, with all this engineering capability, to figure out a way to make sure that the NFT holder is the one showing off the NFT.
So yes, you can find out if it's the real NFT by going into the NFT themselves and then just look at the record,
right,
like the ledger or whatever.
Right, but people don't do that.
People are not going to do that.
People don't do that. Well, then, and then in that case, you would be like, well, if people don't do that, then what's the improvement over the way it is right now, where people just
take the image,
yeah, and then depending on who the individual is, you just assume they either have it or don't have it, because they wouldn't be likely to do it that way. Oh, is it also only a Twitter Blue feature?
Yes.
Oh my God.
I think it's $2.99 a month.
Oh wow. And GM, wow, they're just fully embracing crypto culture over here with this commercial as well. NFT profile pictures. Well, they're trying. I don't know what to tell you. Obviously, a lot of NFT communication and culture happening over Twitter. So I'm not deep enough in it, honestly, to really feel one way or another.
Me neither.
But I'm sure there's all types of feelings going on.
For sure, yeah.
And
a lot of opinions.
Maybe this is not it, the way that it is right now, but maybe it's an indication and a stepping stone to how to eventually figure out how to do it. I don't know.
Yeah. Hopefully they'll figure it out.
Tesla's subscription service launches in California with 100 Model 3s, aims for a fleet of 10,000. The cheapest, fastest, easiest way to get a Tesla Model 3.
So you can rent a Tesla.
Oh, that's sick. Flexible pay-by-the-month car subscription will give you access to a whole new world of mobility. Pay by the month. So it's month to month, no long-term contract. You know what I like about that is it's a low commitment. Like for people who are on the fence, or they're like, I don't know if I really need a car or want a car. And then if it sits in the driveway and they don't use it very much, so what? At the end of the month, give it back. If they're using it all the time and it's very useful to them, then they just continue to the next month, or they buy one in a more traditional way.
Yeah, and a big hurdle is an electric car, like a Tesla.
Yeah.
If you want to really try it out.
Try before you buy. The only issue I see is that as far as charging goes at home, you're very unlikely to spend on a at-home charger if you're only going to be trying it for a month. So
this is, I think this is happening in Los Angeles.
where you would have a lot of hopefully
Yes.
buildings that already support it.
Yeah.
Or apartment buildings that have chargers that are there. The concept of subscribing to a car instead of outright buying it or leasing it has gained traction in recent years. Several automakers and third-party companies have started such services, which have the main advantage of being simpler and requiring less commitment than leases. So Scott Painter, the founder of True Car, bought 100 Model 3 vehicles, which honestly, $550. You could. Oh, never mind. There's
the
$5,500 start fee.
Yeah.
Whoa. Okay.
Which is more than buying a
more than a
Tesla
down
3,
payment. Yeah. Okay.
a Model 3.
Well, not buying a whole Model 3, but a down payment. That's tough. $5,000 to get started is tough. Is it refundable if I?
No.
Okay. Well, I think that puts the commitment level so high that I'm all of a sudden just wanting to buy the car. But anyway, maybe you have a lot of people in the area that they might move. It might be worth it for some people. But either way, I like the try before you buy concept. Like a car is such a huge commitment, and you don't really. I mean, you can test drive it if you really want to.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I bought the Plaid without
driving.
I think.
You drove it like once or twice, right?
No, not the Plaid. I mean, I've driven Model S's, but
Model 3.
But their whole thing, Tesla's whole thing is they can't make them fast enough, so they're not letting you try it. I mean, this guy can let you try it with this company, but Tesla's not letting you try it. They can't make it fast. They got plenty of people that are willing to buy it. I didn't test drive the Taycan either, so maybe I'm the wrong guy. But for a lot of people, test driving or living with a vehicle would be a nice thing to do. And but maybe the $5,000 up front might be tough. Showing me Hello Kitty. Although I do have to say, there's something about this color palette which is very pleasing. This Easter egg color palette going on here. Yeah, I don't know why that had such an effect on me. Like
it's very powerful.
It tastes like marshmallow.
Yeah.
What's going on here?
So Razer partnered with Hello Kitty.
Whoa.
To make some computer equipment.
A world of super cute adventures awaits.
I like how they go all the way. It's full pink. There's Hello Kitty everywhere, and I like it.
So this is going to show up
it's really good.
This is going to show up on a Twitch stream near you.
Sure. Yeah.
Are we going to do this show live on Twitch eventually? By the way, I talked to you about it. You're terrified about doing this live.
Yeah.
We should ask the audience. We should ask the audience right now. If we did this live, would that add anything to it? If you could chat and comment, and we would still obviously put it up, and we would still obviously put out the audio, but we're just curious, and the clips would still go up, but we're just curious about whether or not we should do it live, if that could add something. Discuss. Let us know in the comments. Go check it out. Yeah. Lightning fast friends. Whether you aspire to greatness, like Bads Maru, or simply enjoy a good gaming challenge like Karopi. These are characters in Hello Kitty?
I believe so, yeah.
It's always great to have friends you can count on. With the comfort and reliability of the Razer Death Adder. This reminds me kind of the Lego movie, Unikitty. It's kind of like Hello Kitty, but then it goes fierce. Yeah. It's like goes into like a savage mode at times. So like seeing the word Death Adder with all this pink marshmallow stuff kind of feels that way to me. Yeah. Look at the headset. Wow.
Yeah, it has a bow on it.
Yeah, this is going to show up. Somebody's already wearing this on Twitch right now. Somebody with the chair and everything.
Yeah, it's a really interesting collab.
Yeah, it's easy for them because they have all the equipment. All they got to do is just change the theme on it. And all of a sudden you got all this new cool stuff.
Yeah.
68 days. Oh, okay.
Did you see this?
Okay, so you know what? Play a little bit of this.
Okay.
This is insane. This is out of control.
I think we did one of his videos before.
Exactly. But 68 days, this build. It's a Rolls-Royce boat tail for his son. This is a woodworking masterpiece. And the whole thing is captured in a 16-minute video. Imagine 68 days in a 6-minute video. A 16-minute video, sorry. And the thing drives.
Yes.
It's just madness. Like if you're one of these people, you like to watch a video with progress in it, where you can see progress taking place. This is one of those videos.
So it was out maybe like 2-3 weeks ago. It's got 35 million views.
35 million. Just a cool 35 million. How about the 600,000 thumbs up? I think Mr. Beast got to take note.
Yeah.
He's got to step it up. These guys are pulling some Mr. Beast numbers. Now, granted, it was 68 days. Man, it's just so crazy, the level of detail here. And
yeah, I don't want to spoil it, but
here's the thing. There's been a lot of talk. You brought up earlier, Instagram offering new payment methods, and he's driving it around. And Mo just had Mo just went, what? Yeah, it actually drives. It's all made out of wood. I mean, it's ridiculous. But we were talking about monetization, and a lot of people were talking about TikTok, how TikTok doesn't pay very much with the short views. This is the opposite. The only reason these 68 days are worth it is because the guy knows on YouTube it's going to crush, and it's a 16-minute video. It's going to have ads, and it's going to be worth it. Yeah. And that's what I love about YouTube, the platform, is that like this project, I mean, maybe this guy would be into it without the camera being there or the ability to publish it on YouTube. But here he can have a business that can kind of encourage these cool creations. Yep. If he put this on TikTok for a bunch of, 30-second views, he make like $20. Yeah. And he's not gonna be able to do it too many times over the 68 days. So this is one of those videos that makes me appreciate not just him, but the platform enables it.
So this is the real boat tail, just for reference.
Yeah, we talked about this on the show. I mean, it's already it's
a $28 million car.
Such a cool car in a cool shape.
Yeah.
And then he chose to do it out of wood. I wonder what he can sell that for. Is he selling that or is he keeping it? Because in the past,
I'm pretty sure his kid would want it.
But in the past, he sold some of these.
Yeah. A Lamborghini.
Yeah, it's wild, man. That was 23 million. This one crushed that one in a shorter period of time. Yeah, no, I saw this. This was suggested to me too. So it's doing something, man.
Yeah. All right, last one. Did you see this? It was trending #1.
No, The Call, Pepsi Super Bowl halftime show official trailer. Nope, I did not see any of this.
I'm not going to play it because it has music.
Can you skip through it?
I can skim through it.
Okay, there's a chess match going on. There's Eminem.
Mom
spaghetti.
Yeah. So he's going through, and it's a really nice music video.
Okay.
That's detailing a lot of old school hip hop music.
Okay.
So Eminem and there's Snoop. He's on his lowrider.
Oh, right. So they're doing like a classic hip hop halftime show for the Super Bowl?
Yes.
Okay.
So basically, they're making their way to the Super Bowl stadium.
Snoop's got the lowrider going on. That's Mary J. Blige?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So she's on her Bugatti, making her way as well. And
why not?
There's Kendrick.
Mm-hmm.
He's in his, I guess.
He's writing.
He's in the lab.
He's working.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you see Dre.
Oh, wow. Dre, who's out of the hospital, I guess. He's all fixed up.
Yeah.
Because he had some, was it a brain aneurysm? He was in rough shape, whatever it was. He was hospitalized.
It was really tough. But it just, there's a theme of like chess and them owning the city kind of thing. And then they all drive to the stadium where they're going to perform.
SoFi Stadium. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So you're pumped for this.
I think this is cool because even in the comments, they're just saying like you're witnessing like legends, like, nostalgia, like in the past. These people were like pretty influential in our lives, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's our era for sure.
And then you're not getting like like a Katy Perry, like a more modern, more modern artist.
Mm-hmm.
You get like the old school, which I think this is a nice little thing that they did.
Yeah, #1 on trending. The Call, Pepsi, Super Bowl, halftime show. Go check the trailer. Prepare yourself. Super Bowl coming up.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of classic performers. Which one of those performers? Kendrick doesn't count because he's a new performer, Will. I just realized that. You were saying it's all classics. You saying there's no Katy Perry? Well, I'm not comparing to Katy Perry, but I'm saying he's a new.
Well,
he's
yeah,
new compared to
he's
those
the
ones.
newcomer
Okay.
from these legends.
Pass-
I would go for M.
They passed the torch.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're physically going to do that.
I think so.